So, if you're anything like me, you're probably getting a bit bored around this time of year. Not many new games are coming out yet, we're a decent way away from any AAA title releases, and you've nothing new to play. Well, if you're a PC player, Dirty Bomb might just be the new game for you. Dirty Bomb is a hero-based, team-focused objective game. 2 teams of 6 or 7 fight it out in a game of attack and defend, with the attacking team trying to repair objective vehicles, plant C4 charges or deliver detonators, whilst the defending team does everything in their power to stop them. It's a familiar concept. In terms of hero-based shooters and objective-based games, Dirty Bomb sticks to the very tried and true methods. There's nothing wrong with that format, and in fact I think it works wonderfully well for Dirty Bomb. Using such a reliable format for games means almost everyone is on the same page when it comes to what to do and how to work together to do it. Okay, so you're probably asking this question: why would I play Dirty Bomb if I already play other team shooters? It's a fair point, and on the surface level, Dirty Bomb sounds like much of the same sort of concept. However, when you actually get your hands on the heroes, or mercs as they're called in game, the difference starts to become a bit more obvious. Each merc has their own speciality, be it area of denial, a focus on objective capabilities, intel, stealth, explosions, healing, giving ammo, the list does go on, and each merc has their very own special ability, and some of them even have passive abilities. Whilst it's definitely not uncommon in these sorts of games, the mercs all feel very distinct in terms of personality and humour. And it's this sort of distinct personality and humour that never really feels too forced or out of place. The lore of Dirty Bomb is never really too important if you don't care for it, and the mercs won't be spouting off nonsense every 5 seconds either. The developers have cut a very fine balance with the mercs and made them with a very distinct personality and a very distinct sense of humour, but one that never really seems to get either in the way or indeed boring. So, what makes these mercs feel so different from the heroes of Overwatch or Team Fortress 2? Well, that would be the hyper-flexible playstyle of each and every merc. Meet Aura. She's your basic defensive style healer, and she's unlocked immediately at the start of the game for free. You wouldn't expect to see much combat as Aura, seeing as she's one of the more reserved medic classes, right? Well, you'd be wrong. Aura can pretty much be any sort of combat role you'd want her to be, with varying degrees of success. If you feel like sitting back and helping your team stay alive while just taking pot shots at the enemies in the distance, you can do that with the right setup. Team pushing in and you need to clear some of those pesky enemy mercs, or a shotgun makes mincemeat of them. All out of ammo and, frankly, feel like just having a laugh? Whip out the cricket bat and start swinging. You get my point. Due to the loadout system, which I'll tell you about in just a moment, each Dirty Bomb merc has an insane capability for a hyper-flexible playstyle, able to play not only their own role, but almost any other role in the game if you are so inclined. Now, the loadout system. If you're coming from Team Fortress 2 or Overwatch, this is going to sound weird, but bear with me. Dirty Bomb doesn't have creator class or interchangeable weapon slots, instead Dirty Bomb has a card system. Cards can be gained from either buying them on the store with credits or real money, crafting them, or earning them in-game through the fairly frequent loadout case drops, which are of course free to open. Each card will augment and change the look, weapon loadout and 3 perks your merc has. However, loadout cards have various tiers of rarity. Bronze is the sort of baseline tier. These cards are as strong as weapon cards get, anything higher and it's just purely cosmetic for the camos. This means that you may open a Cobalt loadout card, which are some of the rarest cards in the game. Your merc will have a very cool camo on their gun and their character model, but practically you're at no more of an advantage than you would be with a basic bronze loadout card. This is the genius of splash damage's balancing in this aspect. Bronze card drops are frequent, they're cheap to both buy from the store and craft, so whilst these more expensive and rare alternatives do look much nicer, you can still know that you have exactly the same chance of doing well as the guy with a Cobalt Aura card, because everything above bronze is purely cosmetic. It's quite a sensible balancing decision. Finally, the skill ceiling is something a lot of people care about. Dirty Bomb's skill ceiling is, well, too high to really talk about too effectively. I'd say it rivals Team Fortress 2 and Quake for the sheer amount of intricacies and micro adjustments to gameplay that contribute to the gain of player skill. This is at much higher levels though, and if you're looking to just jump into the game and spray some people down, you most definitely can. Whilst the skill ceiling is incredibly high, there is also a huge focus on pure aim. You can know all the fancy tricks in the book, but if you can't aim, you're going to be losing every fight you're in. If you've already played PC FPS games before, you can probably aim, so that's half the battle already won. The rest of the skill ceiling compromises of micro perfections for learning your merc of choice, learning popular strategies and points of interest for every map, predicting enemy movements and acting accordingly, and if you're a support role, making sure all your teammates have ammo or health without bottoming out your cooldown timers. Oh, and parkour. Yeah, I may have forgot to mention that. Dirty Bomb has parkour, and it's a big feature of the game. Every single map in the game is made with this movement system in mind, incorporating wall jumps, long jumps, bouncing between multiple walls and more to allow alternate entry to important points of the map, or just get into the objective faster. This is probably one of the easiest systems to get a grip of in Dirty Bomb, but it is absolutely impossible to truly master. Every character is perfectly capable of it, and every character is capable of learning the movement system and using it to great advantage. I mean, what's worse, a minigun toting Rhino walking around the corner in front of you, or hearing his feet slap the ground as he bounces off the nearby wall and lands right behind you? These are the sorts of gameplay decisions that will separate the decent players from the great ones. So, why am I telling you to try out Dirty Bomb? At the moment, Dirty Bomb's been out for quite a while, but the player base is fairly small. The team working on it, Splash Damage, are a great dev team, but they are also one of those devs that work on multiple projects at once, so development understandably slows down. At the moment, Dirty Bomb is creeping towards a 1.0 release from open beta, and whilst it does have its issues, I believe Dirty Bomb truly could be one of the best games I've ever played. The player base at the moment is roughly around 1,000 players on average, though finding a match isn't really hard at all through the server browser. There are new players, people who haven't played in a long time, people who are learning and really getting into the game, and veterans with 2,000 plus hours. In my case, I found Dirty Bomb, even with its small player base, to consistently offer a challenging experience that, whilst difficult, is very rewarding. Whilst team balancing occasionally just hiccups and the teams clearly aren't stacked up too well against each other, generally matches are a fairly balanced game of tug of war. A game of tug of war with Molotov cocktails, orbital lasers and miniguns. If you're a PC player and you have Steam, download Dirty Bomb and try it out. It's free. 3 mercs are already unlocked for free in-game, with another 3 on weekly free rotations, so you can definitely get a good taste for what the game is like. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and let me know in the comments below if you've ever played Dirty Bomb or if this video has persuaded you to. Don't forget to check out the channel whilst you're there. I'll be posting more content for Dirty Bomb along with various other games soon, so if you like the content you see, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be the first to see the next video and join us on the road to 10k subscribers. Again, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.